I'm so proud of you. People have been telling me how you're doing, and I am genuinely shocked. How long has it been? Of course, I've been thinking about you all the time, all these years. Sorry for suddenly texting you. I know it's too much to send at night.
Who is this?
Aw, cute. You know who it is. I understand you're still holding a grudge against me, but I know what you're feeling deep inside. You haven't blocked me. That's proof enough. Isn't that right, Mina?
Hey, sorry. Are you still at work? What time do you think you can get home?
What's up? I'm on the subway right now.
Oh, good. I just got these creepy texts.
How creepy? Like chainmail?
Not exactly. For some reason they know my name. Their name on the screen says Mert. I have no idea what that means.
Mert? What the hell is that?
I might have changed it to that at some point in the past, but I have no memory.
They might have changed it.
Right, but they seem to know who I am, which is why it's so creepy.
Okay, what are they saying?
I'll show you when you get back, but it's like a poem?
What? A poem?
Yeah, like, I have never forgotten you kind of words. You've been waiting for my text. It's like they think I'm expecting something from them. They seem to be on the first name basis.
Is it a dude?
Think so.
That is creepy for sure.
Right?
Best to leave them be. You haven't texted back, have you?
A little in the beginning. I asked them who they were, but they didn't give me any names.
Ignore them. My train ride's almost done. Tell me everything when I get back.
Okay, thanks. Be careful.
Morning, baby. One missed call. Were you busy yesterday? You still need to text me back, honey. Or were you overjoyed to hear from me? Have the memories of our dating days come back? Me too. Oh, I'm blushing. We are so alike. Anyway, I'm off to work. Have a nice day, honey. I'll be waiting for your reply.
Morning. I'm so glad I'm off on a business trip today. I can't bear waking up to those creepy texts.
What? Did they text you again? The one from yesterday?
Yep. Even called me this time.
For real?
I was on the bus, so my phone was on silent, so I didn't realize that I got them at the time. What the hell are they thinking? They freaking called me.
That's not good.
I'm ignoring them, but they're marked as read now.
Then they'll definitely start texting again anytime soon.
Yeah.
Why don't you block the number? It seems like the best option.
You may be right, but they might be an acquaintance. For now, I think I'll turn the notifications off. I want to know who's sending the texts.
Are you sure about this? It's best not to give them any recognition.
I know. I don't have the time to deal with them anyways. I'll keep ignoring them.
You'd better.
I want you to be careful too, Mark. I got a bad feeling.
I'll be fine. I'm a dude. I can take care of myself. I'm more worried about you, Mina.
Thanks.
It kills me to think about if something happened to you.
The feeling's mutual. Just be careful, okay? Who knows what will happen.
Okay. You're coming back tomorrow, right?
That's the plan. I'll stop by the office at noon, so I'll get home in the afternoon.
Uh-huh. Do you want me to come pick you up?
If you don't mind the trouble. But are you sure?
I'm not busy tomorrow. Pick you up at 5?
Yeah, thanks.
One missed call. Oi, Mina! Why do you keep ignoring my text? I know you've read them. When are you going to text me back?
Oh God, now I know who you are. You said those exact words 5 years ago.
Finally! How long were you going to keep me waiting, huh? I wanted to talk to you so bad.
And?
And? You love me, don't you? You can't have that attitude towards me.
Sorry, but I don't understand a goddamn word you're saying. I do not love you at all.
Don't lie to me. You're texting me back.
So? That doesn't mean I have any feelings for you, creep. I haven't blocked your number purely because you haven't paid the settlement yet. Oh, now I remember why I chose Mert. How could I forget?
Mert?
M for mama's boy, U for unfaithful, R for reckless money grabber, T for that chauvinistic, E for enemy.
What?
I totally forgot I changed that. You had all those worst qualities. I even made an anagram so I wouldn't see your name.
The hell? Are you making fun of me?
You've lied to me when we were dating. After we got married, you and your mother together gave me hell. You had an affair with some girl and used up all the savings. I'm not making fun of you. I'm stating the facts. I am totally creeped out by your existence, though.
Don't say that. I was sure you'll be waiting for me. That's why I took the time to text you.
I was not waiting for you, nor did I want you to text me. I don't care about those things. Just pay the divorce settlement.
What do you mean you don't care?
Because I don't.
But I have a proposition for you.
What? I only want the settlement money from you.
No, we have this very important matter to discuss. You're miserable, aren't you?
The fuck?
If you give me $1,500 every month, I'll remarry you. That's not a bad deal, is it? You being busy being a CEO.
Ignoring about what you said about remarriage. Why do you know that I started my own company?
I heard it from our mutual friend. Tell you the truth, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I've been going around to borrow cash. Not much success. That's when they told me about you. What a big difference, and such.
Don't you have any pride?
I can't eat by having pride. I need to remarry you.
What happened to the girl you had an affair with?
Dumped her. Actually, she was long gone.
Don't you mean she dumped you? Not the other way around?
Doesn't matter. Anyway, come back to me, will ya? Being single won't benefit either of us, and you know it. We could rekindle our flame. I think I can try to be a good husband for you. Let's have our happily ever after.
How delusional are you? No frickin' way.
Why not? Stubbornness won't get you anywhere.
I'm married, you dork.
Huh?
Although, I expected as much. Didn't think you would try to get back with me this bad. You've managed to become even creepier. Goodbye. Don't talk to me ever again.
Wait a bit.
Oh, and pay up the divorce settlement.
Wait up, Mina. Hey, Mina! Who was that guy you were with?
Didn't I tell you? Never talk to me again? Stop bothering me.
I'm asking you. Answer the question. Who was the guy walking with you at the mall?
The mall? You mean my husband?
You sure about that? He definitely had the face of a scammer. Guys like that are dangerous. Poor thing. You've been cheated.
Your face, on the other hand, I've seen better roadkill.
What?
That was you, wasn't it? Cutting while complaining about showing off?
What? Huh?
Breathing through your mouth like a creep? I just thought you were one of those guys littering the town these days. I didn't realize it was you at first. Your face changed so much. The wart on your forehead gave it away.
You couldn't forget me then.
Huh?
You remembered my beauty mark.
I actually remembered because I saw it. Oh yeah, that face kind of looks familiar. The flashback I did not need.
What?
I am very much happily married after we got divorced. My husband is the only one for me, so I totally erased you from my memory until you showed up. The fact I didn't know it was you when you started texting me is proof.
That's a lie. I made you the person you are now. You can't have forgotten me.
Disgusting. Seriously, stop it. The past is in the past. I moved on. I will never get back with you. Not in a million years. Did you even look at yourself in the mirror?
I am who I am.
You're not my type. too much weight and too unhygienic.
Huh?
How can I be attracted to that? You're unclean to the point I almost gagged. Your personality isn't better either. You had nobody else to turn to. Isn't that why you tried to slither back to me? How dare you? I can't even imagine.
But we were married at one point.
So, we were married. Now, we are divorced. We're total strangers, aren't we? And you definitely can't top my husband, on the inside and out.
Oh, sure I can. I don't clad myself up in designer clothes like your leech or a husband. You won't find anyone who's as humble as me.
Humble? You? Don't make me laugh. You cheating, deceiving SOB. Humble? Who keeps sending creepy texts? Humble? Who tuts his tongue at me from jealousy? Humble? Do you even know the definition of humble?
Stop it! Stop!
Just the truth. And also, you have no houseworking skills at all.
I do too!
So much you could write a book on it?
Huh? What book?
My husband is an excellent housemaker. He loves cooking most of all.
A dude who does housework? Oh, what a sissy.
That sissy earns $80,000 a year. Surely you make more than that if you're making fun of him, huh?
What? I thought he was a housemaker.
He used to share his recipes and tips to cleaning on his blog, which became sensational, to the point to where he got a book deal.
Just because he wrote a book, he gets $80,000 a year?
Damn straight. He also has product collaborations here and there. Perhaps he even surpassed the point beyond just being a housemaker. Can you imagine doing that yourself?
Hell no! I only contacted you because my mother told me to.
You still listen to your mother. She kept nosing in when we got divorced. She still has power over you? Grow up.
That's irrelevant. Just divorce that guy and marry me.
Hey. What did your mother tell you to do? Was it, she's the only one suitable for my baby? It would make mommy very happy if you remarried her. Ugh, just imagining that conversation makes me want to barf.
Shut up! Seriously, shut up! Mother finally forgave you. She insisted women should stay at home, but she finally agreed that you were the only one who'd make me happy.
That hag did? No offense to hags.
That hag? Don't badmouth my mother. This is your only chance. She rarely changes her opinion on things.
Is that so?
Tell me your address. I'm coming over now. I'll talk to that guy about getting a divorce with you. Are you still there? My mother's coming with me. Tell me the address now. Come on, Mina. Admit that you have feelings for me. Hey.
What now?
You didn't have to ignore me when we saw each other today. It was definitely awkward for the person you were with, too.
Huh? Is that what you think? I already told them about my situation. They seem to have understood perfectly.
Oh. If they were your friends, why didn't you introduce us? Me and my mother.
Why would I?
Because we're getting remarried. We're going to be a family. It's best to get acquainted beforehand. They seemed older, so I'm guessing they're business associates?
You realize today's Sunday. Why would I meet up with business associates on a Sunday?
What?
And I am not marrying you again. Why do you expect me to introduce you to them? To my in-laws?
Your in-laws? But you seem so friendly with them, coming out from the house.
The fuck? Were you following me? I don't know how you found the house, but I'm currently living in with my husband's parents. We're having tea, by the way.
What? You're living with them? Why?
What do you mean, why? I made the suggestion. What's that got to do with you anyways?
Because you never agreed to live in with my mother when we were married. Why are you okay with living with his parents? You could have been okay with living with mine.
Don't be silly. Unlike your hag of a mother, my in-laws are great people.
What the fuck? My mother's the greatest person.
The hell she is. My in-laws never bully me. They even take good care of me more than their own son. Keep so much to themselves because they don't want to bother us. How could I not interact with them?
Same as my mother.
Certainly not. For instance, your mother, wasn't she bickering about us when we passed by? Why? Don't you ladies look nice? You don't have a clue how hard we've had it. You both must be sleeping around to afford your livings, and such. You've already lost. My mother-in-law never lets people's words bug her. She told me not to care for them. Your mother can't resist that temptation. Therefore, you guys lost.
This isn't about losing.
Well, yeah. It isn't even a competition. You lot only have the knowledge to badmouth other people. My husband and in-laws can care about the well-being of others. You guys aren't even in the same playing field.
Don't you mock me.
I can't help it. You should stop with your delusions. Insulting me in the process. Why would I still have feelings for you? How do you even come up with these lies? Seriously, you disgust me. I don't freaking care about you or your hag. Get the F out of my life.
Please, help us. I want to marry you and start a new life. My mother wants that life for me too. Help me out. Let me start over.
GFY. You only want the money. Leave me the F alone.
But...
If you keep pestering me, I'll have you pay up the settlements in a whole. It's bothersome dealing with it bit by bit. I want it to be done with you.
That's not possible.
How about I let you choose? Pay up once and for all, or leave me the F alone? Which do you prefer? If you disappear from my life, I won't have police charges against you. You just keep paying for the divorce settlements as you should. How about that? He never replied after that, so, just in case, I had a lawyer involved to get an answer from him. He promised he'll never bother me again. His mother seems to not be able to keep that promise, though. She's sniffing around to get my attention. My relationship with my in-laws is that of a real family. Because I got that divorce, I got to meet Mark, and I intend to keep my happiness for as long as I can.
Hey Lisa, wake up right now. I have to talk to you about something really, really important.
Nick, it's 3 a.m. What are you doing trying to call me on the phone right now?
It's because I have something huge that we need to talk about right this instant. You know how you met my friend yesterday?
Oh, are you talking about Emily? Yeah, you invited her out to eat lunch with us yesterday. What about her?
Well, the thing is that after you broke off, Emily and I ended up hanging out for a bit afterward. And anyways, she gave me her final score on you.
Her final score? What is that supposed to mean? And I didn't know that the two of you were still hanging out after that. I thought that we all went our separate ways after we had lunch. I mean, you dropped me off at home, and I thought that you went back home as well.
Well, yeah, I dropped you off, but then I met back up with Emily afterward. She wanted to tell me about the final score that she gave you. She was watching you to see if you were going to be a good fit for me to marry.
Sorry, so you're telling me that that whole time we were having lunch, your friend was secretly judging and grading me?
You do realize that we just celebrated our 10th anniversary as boyfriend and girlfriend, right? And don't you think it's about time that you and I finally got married? Of course, I realized this would be a really big decision for the both of us, so I asked my friend to try and give me an unbiased third-person perspective on you.
So if I understand this, you're telling me that the whole reason you invited your friend and introduced her to me was so that you could have her rate me? Then again, I did think it was really weird that you were even introducing me to one of your friends in the first place, since I haven't really met any.
But Emily is a really, really good friend of mine, and we've known each other since we were in elementary school. So that's why I wanted her to administer the final test to you.
Well, okay, I guess that sort of makes sense. How did I do then? Did I pass in Emily's eyes?
No, Lisa. I'm afraid you didn't pass at all, actually. And that's why I think that you and I should break up.
Wait, what? You're telling me that Emily told you that you and I shouldn't get married?
That's right. She was very honest about her opinion, and she said that you just wouldn't be a good fit for me. She told me that I would be better off looking for a better woman than you. So, I'm sorry, but that's why you and I have to break up now. I realize now how much better I could be doing.
But, hold on. You mean that you're really going to break up with me because a friend told you to? We've been together for a whole decade. You can't just subject me to some test I don't even know about and decide to end it all because I didn't pass it.
No, this isn't just some arbitrary thing I was putting you through. Surely you can understand how well a friend I've known as long as Emily would serve as a judge of character for me and anyone I was dating. I trust her to know who would and wouldn't be a good fit for me, so I take her advice very seriously.
I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, I only met her once. How can she pretend to know me after such a short interaction? I'm sorry, but I think it's just absurd for you and I to break up over something silly like this.
Lisa, you really don't know Emily like I do. She's a really sharp girl, and she knows these kind of things better than anyone else I know of. You didn't offer to get us water when we all sat down. You didn't offer Emily a bite of your food to try. You just weren't being charming at all, and Emily saw right through that.
What? Are you really telling me that that's what I got failed for?
It may not be enough for you, but I was more than convinced by Emily's assessment of you. So I just really don't think that I can see a future with you now. Instead, I'm going to take Emily's advice to me and break up with you before we get any deeper into this.
I don't believe this. You're really just going to throw away 10 years of dating me because of what one friend tells you? This is insane. Why didn't you stick up for me at all?
What should I have told her that she wouldn't have already seen? Besides, Emily is one of my best friends, and I know that she's going to know what's best for me. Maybe even more so than I would myself. So I'm sorry, but I'm not going to go against what Emily says when I know how good her intuition is.
So then you're really going to go through with this? Even though we've been dating for 10 years? Even though we were talking about getting married?
I'm really sorry about this, Lisa, but after hearing what Emily had to say about you, I realized that I can't marry you the way you are now. You got a long way to go before I could even think of marrying you now.
Hey there, Lisa. I was watching that whole conversation between you and Nick just now. It must really suck to be broken up with by your boyfriend so early in the morning, right? Wait, what? What do you mean? Are you saying that you were with Nick when he was texting me? I'm just saying that I'm so sorry that it seems your boyfriend broke up with you because of what I had to say to him. I was only giving him my personal opinion on the matter. So I hope you can see that it's really not my fault that he chose to listen to me, right? But he said that if I didn't think you were good enough for him, then you must really not be good enough for him. You didn't answer my question, though. Are you there with Nick right now? You've been watching our text conversation this whole time? That's right. We had so much fun after lunch and ended up hanging out all night. In the end, he missed the last train back home and had to sleep at my place. After all, he was in no place to drive by the time we finally were ready to call it a night. I don't even know what to say to any of this right now. Are you telling me that my boyfriend spent the night at another woman's house, only to text me early the next morning and tell me that he was breaking up with me? That's right, but don't let this get you down. I'm sure you'll find a man that you're more suited to be with. There are plenty of fish in the sea. Although it is so sad that this means the end for your 10-year-long relationship with Nick. But I'm sure that someone just like Nick will come along for you at some point in the future. You just wait and don't give up hope. I don't need any comforting words from you, thank you very much. If anything, you're going to be the one who needs good luck. And just why should I have anything to worry about in any of this right now? Come on, you don't see how obvious it is that you two should be together? I mean, Nick may have cut me off, but you two have been friends even longer than we were dating. I think that if anything, you should probably just date Nick. Even if all you'd be doing otherwise is making him break up with his girlfriend. Oh, I see what you're trying to get at with all of this. Let me tell you that you don't have to worry about a single thing when it comes to that. I don't think I'll have to rate any more girls after you. And just what is that supposed to mean then, huh? Well, it's because I'm already taking your advice, and Nick and I are, in fact, already dating each other. So I'll never have to save him from a girl like you again. Wow. You're kidding me, right? Are you two actually going out so soon after breaking up with me? That's right. I mean, it's like Nick said, there isn't another girl in the world who knows him as well as I do. And after all this time has passed, it's clear to him that he and I are meant to be together. I think it's kind of funny the way he just perfectly transferred from you to me, but it really does make sense when you think about it. I don't think this is funny at all. You used your position as his friend to get yourself into a place where you could keep other women from him. I bet you were trying to find a way to date him this whole time, but that doesn't make you a good friend. You were just manipulating him. You really think that I won't be able to make Nick as much, if not more, happy than you were able to make him? I think the two of you are more suited for each other than you realize. Now, goodbye.
Lisa, it's been so long since you and I have last talked. How have you been? You doing well?
Nick, what are you doing texting me? What do you want? What is this about?
Well, I was just thinking that you and I are getting pretty up there in age now, and, well, I was wondering if you'd like to marry me.
Excuse me? You're really asking me if I would like to marry you?
I mean, you're almost in your 40s now, aren't you? So am I, and I'm still single, so why don't you and I get married?
Now hold on just a moment. I thought that you and Emily were dating each other this whole time. What happened to that? Did you two break up? Is that why you're running straight back to me? Ugh, this has got to be a joke.
Don't even say her name around me. I broke up with that other woman. She got pregnant and then kept bugging me about getting married. But then it turned out that the kid she was having wasn't even mine, so we broke up because she cheated on me.
You're kidding me. That's really how you two ended up splitting up?
That's right. It was actually the other guy who reached out and told me about the whole thing. But I did my research and found out that the kid really wasn't mine. But I still couldn't believe it. It was just such a shock.
Yeah, well, if you two were talking about getting married, I can see how hearing something like that would ruin just about everything.
But she was my friend for so long, maybe even my best friend, and she betrayed me like that. I still can't believe that it's happened even now. But then I remembered you. Then I remembered that I was single again, so I figured now that Emily and I are through, you and I could get married.
And that's why you chose to reach out to me like this then? Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, we were dating for 10 years and you never once lied to me. You're always so kind and sweet, and you took care of me too. It's clear that you were, and still are, the only girl for me.
Give me a break. You've got some nerve talking to me after 3 years and trying to flirt like this. Honestly, even reading these messages is enough to piss me off. You're only coming back to me because you got broken up with.
Well, yeah, that's true. But isn't this the perfect chance for you and I to get back together? I seriously doubt you have that many suitors at your age. Are you really going to tell me that you'd rather be single and old than be with a catch like me? I thought you'd be just a little more excited to hear from me after all this time.
You did not actually just type that message and send it to me, did you?
Oh, come on, Lisa. Can't we just calm down and talk about this rationally? Do you really think you'll be able to find another man who wants to marry you at this age? It's not like you'd even be able to give a husband to yours kids or anything at this point.
Oh, I'm sure you are doing all of this because of how concerned you are about my prospects.
Just saying that I'm here as a choice for you, and I think a very good one at that. Don't you remember how good it was when we were together? We can have that again. We can still even have kids if we hurry. Let's just think of the past 3 years as a short break. It's nothing compared to the decade that we spent together.
I will have you know that I already have a husband and children. Thank you very much.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
I mean that I want you to stop all of this nonsense right now. Did you really think there was even a chance that you and I would end up together? You're acting as if I'm delusional when you're the one hitting up old flames because you're so desperate at your age. But good luck finding someone who'll marry you and have kids with you now.
Wait, hold on a second. What do you mean that you're married and have kids? I mean, I thought that you were single. How do you have a family?
Are you stupid? I mean, was that a real question? I don't even know what to say. You literally answered it for yourself. I got married, and then I started a family. It's how the whole thing works.
Hold on a second. You're telling me that you got remarried. You actually managed to find a man willing to marry a woman like you. But how could you do that without asking me first?
Why in the world would I need your permission to marry someone after we broke up? Besides, I started dating my husband a year after you left me. We got married a year later, and then we had our first child not long after.
This can't be happening. You were supposed to be mine. All mine. But then you go and get married and have a child with some other man.
Nick, seriously, what are you even talking about? You and I broke up 3 years ago. You have no say at all with what I can and can't do in my life.
But look, I know that Emily said that you and I weren't meant to be together, but I never actually wanted to break up with you. Besides, what's the deal with you moving on and getting married and having kids so quickly after we broke up? Don't you think you moved on way too fast after a 10-year relationship?
Who do you think you are telling me that? You were the one who slept with your best friend and texted me that we were breaking up the next day.
You can't compare the two. They're completely different.
Whatever, I really don't have time for this nonsense. Have a nice life, Nick.
Wait, no, you can't just go. Please. Emily betrayed me, and now you're the only person that I can turn to. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Why don't you go and make up with your so-called best friend and leave me alone, huh? I have to take care of my baby.
You're horrible. How could you cheat on me like this? How could you have another man's baby and still want to raise it?
Maybe because it's the child of me and my husband, and as her mother, that's what I'm supposed to do. You really need to get a life and stop chasing after what you had in the past. We are over, and that's final. Lisa, thank you so much for the other day. Thanks to what you said, I was able to patch things up with Nick, and he and I decided to get married again. I'm going to be the best wife I can and give him a lovely family. Wow, so you two really talked things over and decided to get back together? That's right. He said that you really put his feet to the fire and made him think about a lot of things. He said that he realized it was his fault for pushing me into the arms of another man. And he also took responsibility for me having another man's baby as well. I don't know what you said to him, but thank you so much for convincing him to get back with me. I really didn't do anything for you or him, but whatever. I hope that you two get it right this time. It's just that here I thought you were so mad at the two of us for what happened in the past, but now I see what kind of person you really are. And I hear that you're a mother now, too. That really is amazing. I'm still pregnant with mine, but I'm going to come to you for lots of advice on what I can do. And if you want to give me a bunch of old baby things that you have, like toys and clothes, that would really be great. Hold on a second. Let me make something clear for you, Emily. I do hate you and Nick very much. I don't want to be friends, and I didn't talk to Nick with the intention of saving your marriage. So I'm not going to give you advice or free anything. Do you understand? Lisa, come on. What way is that to act towards another young mother? Don't you see we have so much in common now? Maybe we could do a double date one day, and you could introduce us to your husband, and then our families can be good friends. I mean, I'd just love to meet whatever loser actually decided to marry you. Ah, that's what I was waiting for. You should know that my husband is actually a supervisor at your company. I take it you know a Mr. Brown, right? Hold on a second. You're telling me that you're married to Corey Brown? That's right. And he's always complaining to me about being harassed by the woman at his workplace. I asked him a bit about it once, and he mentioned your name. Sometimes the world really is too small, but anyways, you should know you're already on thin ice with him. You're kidding me, but I hardly even do anything. It's not my fault I have such strong, womanly charms. By the way, I assume you've hidden all this from Nick, but I've heard from Corey, who heard through the office grapevine, that your baby's dad is a married man from your office. Corey normally wouldn't care at all about that kind of thing happening in the office since he doesn't like drama, but he couldn't abide it after he caught you two intimately using some office space. You mean that your husband actually saw us doing it at work? That's right. So I guess if you really want to have that double date, we could, but just know that my husband is pretty weak when it comes to drinking and loves to gossip after a couple pints. What? No, forget it. You two keep far away from the two of us, and whatever you do, don't tell Nick about this.
Here I thought I was going to marry Emily, and now I'm being sued instead. Where did my life go wrong?
Not that I care about your question, but what do you mean you're being sued?
I finally figured out who the father of Emily's baby is. It's a married man she works with. I found out because the guy's wife showed up at our house and said she was going to be suing Emily for the affair. But Emily doesn't have any money, so she's asking me to pay all $30,000 that this guy's wife is demanding from us.
Well, you did agree to close your eyes to the fact of Emily's affair and pregnancy, so I suppose you'll have to pay for this.
But I didn't do anything. I'm the victim here. Besides, I didn't know she was sleeping with married guys. He should be paying us child support. but he said that since Emily never told him about it, that he won't have to.
You know, I feel the worst for this poor kid Emily's going to have.
Well, you should feel bad for me. But please, look, you have to get back together with me. Trying to fix things with Emily was a huge mistake.
This has got to be a joke. You did not reach out to me to try and get back together. I don't know why I expected anything different from you. You all got yourselves into this mess, and I refuse to be dragged down to your level. Now, for the last time, leave me alone. After that, I hear that Nick and Emily stayed together and even went through with the marriage and had Emily's child. I also heard that they tried to hide the baby from their parents who were begging for a grandchild. Meanwhile, Nick had to pay for Emily's lawsuit and lost $30,000 for it. They couldn't keep the child a secret forever, and before long, Nick had to beg to his parents for help taking care of it. In the end, Emily and Nick had to move in with his parents in order to get the help they were asking for. I haven't heard a word about or from either of them since then.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey, Jerry, where are you right now? You need to pick up the phone or at least send me a message telling me where you are right now. I mean, don't you remember that we were supposed to introduce our families to each other today? I thought I told you that this was really important and that you can't be late to this.
Oh, wait. You mean today was the day that we were supposed to bring both our families to the same place so that they could all meet each other for the first time since you and I are going to be getting married now that you and I are engaged?
That's right, we even talked about all of this yesterday, didn't we? I told you that I had arranged for it to happen today around lunch. Don't you understand how important this is for us as a couple? This is when our parents are supposed to meet for the first time now that you and I are engaged to be married. I mean, both of our sets of parents are here already. We're at the French restaurant where I made the reservations that I told you about yesterday, too.
Oh, I see. Well, shoot, I really am so sorry about this, Lisa. But I'm afraid I just won't be able to make it there today to meet everyone. So anyways, really sorry about that, but if you could tell everyone that we'll do this later, that would be great. Thanks a lot, Lisa.
Wait, what? What do you mean that you're not going to be able to make it to the reservations that I made for our parents to be able to meet for the first time? You really think this was something so easy to put together that we can just do it another time or something like that?
Look, I really don't want to have to be dealing with all of this right now, okay? I mean, I literally just woke up right now. I guess I drank more than I really thought last night, and I ended up sleeping in quite a bit. So anyways, I'm really hungover and don't need this from you right now.
Hold on a second. You were drinking last night and you drank so much that you slept in this late and are now hungover? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, that's right. My boss invited some people from the office out to grab a couple of drinks. So that is who I was going out to drink with last night when I ended up drinking too much. I mean, you can understand the situation that I was in when that happened, right? You can't just tell your boss that you don't want to go out drink with him, right? But anyways, my boss is also a really strong drinker, so I guess he must have been pouring me drinks, or maybe I was just trying to keep up. I really don't remember it all at this point. But anyways, all of that is to say that this is why I'm only waking up now, around noon today, hungover from drinking yesterday.
You have got to be kidding me. I really just can't believe that you would do something like this, Jerry. I mean, how could you do this to me on the day when our families were supposed to meet for the first time since you and I got engaged to be married to each other?
Well, I really don't know what else you want me to say. My head is pounding, my body is sore, and I'm just not going to be able to make it down there. And so anyways, like I said earlier in a message that you read, if you just scroll up a little bit, could you please tell everyone that we will just have to do this thing at another time when I'm feeling better and not so hungover from drinking the night before?
You really think that I can just tell that to both our parents and that they'll be fine with it? You do know that my parents had to fly across the country just to be here for this, right? And now you're telling me to tell them that they won't be able to meet my fiancé because he got too drunk last night and can't make it?
I mean, I don't know what else you would tell them. After all, it is the truth, isn't it? Besides, do you really think that your parents would want to meet me in the state that I'm in right now?
Well, the least you could do is come to the restaurant where we're all waiting for you and apologize to everyone for wasting their time today. So hurry up, wash the smell of booze off yourself, and get over here right now, Jerry.
Lisa, come on. You can't really be serious, right? Do you really want me to do something like that?
I mean, I really don't care if you come over here smelling like all the booze you drank. The least you could do is explain to our parents why you weren't able to be here at the time we all agreed to meet. You need to tell them yourself, because I am not going to cover for you when you behave like this.
Oh, come on. You know I can't do that. That would be so embarrassing. Besides, if I showed up there late and smelling like booze and apologizing for wasting everyone's time, that would make a terrible impression. You really think that I'm just going to willingly walk into a trap like that? No way.
So then you're really just not going to show up at all? You're just going to make us all wait here?
And if I am, what are you going to do about it, huh? It's not like you're just going to not marry me. But you really did have me going, asking me to go all the way over there just to apologize to our parents? Although, to get more serious, you should really know better if you're going to marry me. I can't have a wife who acts the way that you're acting today.
Excuse me? Did you really just send that message? Who do you think you are, and what do you think gives you the right to say that?
The right? What are you talking about? I have all the power here. We both know that canceling our engagement will put you in more trouble than it would me. I mean, you're already in your mid-30s, aren't you? Do you really think that anyone but me would marry you at this point? You really ought to consider yourself lucky that a young man like me wants anything to do with you at all in the first place. But I also know that you don't have any better options than me.
Do you really believe that? Please tell me that is not how you think of our relationship. That is just too much.
There you go again, thinking that you can whine and complain to me when I'm already doing you a favor by marrying you. Like I said, you need to wake up and realize where you stand with all of this. And that includes right now. So just drop all this business about missing today. If I have to hear about this again, I really will call off our engagement and nobody is ever going to want to marry you again. Got it?
Please, Jerry, don't you think that you're taking this just a little too far right now?
Oh, trust me. It's not that I don't see why I'm in the wrong for being too drunk to attend our parents' first time meeting each other. But I'm telling you that I'm just in no shape to go, and that is that. So anyways, like I have said twice now in messages that you can see if you, again, scroll up in this conversation that we have been having right now, I will have to ask you to tell our parents that we will have to do this at another time. Surely they can understand that humans forget stuff from time to time and that being a little late or missing a date here and there isn't the end of the world.
I can tell them that if you really want me to, but I don't think it's going to go the way that you think it will.
Yeah, right. I know what I'm talking about. Please don't try and question my decision making. I mean, do you really think that I'll go on to regret missing one little lunch reservation? Anyways, I'm still pretty beat, so I think I'm going to catch up on my beauty sleep right now. So anyways, tell our parents that I said hi and that I'm sorry I won't be able to make it. I have been furious about what happened ever since last night. This really is just absolutely ridiculous. I can't accept it. I refuse to.
I know, Dad, and I really am so sorry about yesterday. I know that you and Mom came all the way from Washington just to be here. And now the lunch reservations, the meetup, the talking about the wedding, it's all going to have to be put off now.
And it's all thanks to that man of yours. Just what in the world was he thinking? I mean, did he seriously think that him being hungover was an acceptable excuse for missing something like this? Did he think that that wouldn't make him look awful in our eyes? I think anyone can love whoever they want to love within reason. But I really just can't see what you see in this man if this is the way that he behaves, Lisa. Did you know that Jerry hasn't even sent us a message or called us to apologize for his last-minute cancellation at lunch yesterday?
Well, I'm sure he's just feeling really bad and can't get to his phone right now to send anything. I guess he ended up going out with his boss, who is a bit of a drinker, so I think that he was having a really long night the other day.
Hey, I get that. I've been there. But there's a time to mess around and drink, and get so hungover that you sleep half the day away. There are other times when your parents and future in-laws get together to meet for the first time. That any responsible adult would realize is really important. I didn't know if his parents raised him differently, but he can't just do whatever he wants and thinks that he can get away with it or that nobody will care. He's acting like a complete ass. And you know, I've heard the way that he talks to you too. He makes fun of you for being older all the time and teases you about not being able to find anyone else who will marry you. But what kind of way is that for a man to talk to his future wife? It's just horrible. It's completely disrespectful.
I know, Dad. Well, I just didn't think that that's how we would act around me after he and I got engaged to each other.
But that's not it. He probably didn't even realize that we weren't just all about to go home or something. We sat through lunch waiting for him, ate our food, ordered drinks, and he still didn't have the nerve to show up or offer to pay you back with a meal.
Right, well, originally when we made the plan, we said that we were going to be splitting the bill for all the food. But I guess since he never showed up, that's how I ended up having to pay for all of the food and drinks that we ordered while waiting for him to show up.
This really is just unacceptable. And why are you defending him? Why aren't you more upset with the fact that your fiancé has been treating you like this? I really don't know how I would react if someone who I was supposed to marry was treating me with that much disrespect. Lisa, I'm very, very sorry to say this, but I just don't think I can approve of you marrying a guy like this. He just isn't good for you. I know it.
It's okay, Dad. I understand what you mean. In fact, I want you to know that I agree with you. He isn't good enough for me.
What do you mean? You agree with me? You don't want to marry Jerry anymore? Is that what you're saying?
I mean that I am really grateful for you being so angry for me over this, Dad. It really means a lot that you care so much about my future and who I'm with. I know that I've kept you and Mom waiting for me to get married for a long time now. I've been so concentrated on school and work that I've hardly had time to date. And when I finally got my first boyfriend ever, Jerry, I guess I just got so wrapped up in the excitement that I really wasn't thinking in the long term at all. But he's right. An immature boy like that really shouldn't be marrying an educated career woman such as myself. Especially not if he's going to disrespect not only me, but my parents as well as his own by pulling that kind of stunt that he did yesterday.
So then, what does that mean? Are you going to call off your engagement to him or something like that?
That's right. Or at least, I think that's what I want to do. But I also know that you and Mom have been waiting a long time for me to find someone who I want to settle down with. I just don't want to let either of you down by breaking off my engagement.
Lisa, please. You don't need to worry about your mom or I and how you choose to deal with this. What your mom and I care about is seeing you happy and healthy. That's what always should come first before anything else.
Dad, do you really mean that? I don't know what to say. That's just what I needed to hear right now.
Like you said, Jerry doesn't deserve someone as smart or accomplished as you, and we all can see that. There are plenty of other better men out there for you. You are the apple of your mom and I's eye. We want to see you out there living the life that you want to live. Not for us, but for yourself. So don't worry about your engagement to this jerkwad Jerry. The right person will come. You just have to give it time.
Thank you so much, Dad. You really are amazing. And I'm so lucky to have parents like you and Mom. By the way, you are still going to be in town tomorrow, right? Because I was thinking that I could take the day off of work and you, Mom, and I could go and play tourist around the city. I just really want to apologize for the mess yesterday and also make sure I see more of you and Mom before you go back home.
That would be amazing. It's been so long since the three of us have gotten to go out and do something like a family. I think your mom would really love to have family day as well.
Well, then it's decided. I can go and meet you by the market near where you guys are staying. I'll pick you up first thing tomorrow, so just be ready around there and I'll think of places to take you both.
Hey, Lisa, are you there? You and I have to talk about something right now. Get back to me once you see these messages, okay? I was just wondering when we were going to have our parents meet each other since I had to cancel the last time that we were supposed to. I have some days this month that should be able to work for that to happen if this month is good for you.
What are you talking about? Why are you sending this to me, Jerry?
Well, I thought that we said that we were going to reschedule our parents' meeting, right? I was thinking that we could make another reservation at a nice restaurant for them, right? Of course, you can handle all the planning and stuff like that. But I would really like it if you could choose a steakhouse or something like that this time instead of a lame French place like you did for the last one.
Why would I do that if you're just going to cancel at the very last minute like you did last time? Why would I waste the energy and effort to plan something like that? Besides, I'm pretty sure that at this point our parents wouldn't care if they met at a buffet at this point.
Whoa, wait a second. Don't tell me that you're still all mad about the last time that we tried to get our families together, but I had to cancel at the very last minute. Come on, I told you that I wasn't able to go. I was in no state to go out to a fancy lunch or anything like that. Besides, if you're this mad all the time, you're just going to give yourself even more wrinkles, Granny. You really do need to learn to let things go. I would have thought that you would have learned that lesson at this point in your life.
Excuse me? Just what is that supposed to mean, huh? Did you really just send that message to me? I can't believe you would say those things to me.
I promise that if we do schedule another meetup that I won't drink the night before. Or at the very least, I promise not to be hungover for the meeting the next day. So anyways, could you please just hurry up and make some reservations somewhere for this month? I mean, if you don't do this, then I guess I should take it as a sign that you really don't want to marry me, and then we might just have to cancel this whole thing.
There you go again, trying to threaten me by saying that you'll cancel our engagement.
Oh, come on. Threat is such a strong word. I'm just letting you know of the alternatives that I have if you don't do what I say is all. I mean, you're the one who still hasn't woken up to where you stand in all of this. You don't really have any room to be complaining about anything. You're just an old lady who was lucky to have me marrying her, and you should be thankful that I've even stuck around this long. So, I really think you should rethink this attitude of yours that you have right now. I thought I already told you that if I heard about that dinner again, that I'd seriously have to reconsider this wedding. So if you're really okay breaking this off and me leaving you, then I guess you should just keep this up, because that's where we're headed.
Oh, that's fine with me. We can call off the engagement. I don't really care anymore.
Wait, what? What do you mean? You don't know what you're saying. You really want to cancel our engagement?
Well, yeah, I mean, I just don't really think that I want to marry you anymore. I guess there's just not the spark that there once was. In fact, come to think of it, I really don't even know why it was that I wanted to marry you in the first place. But anyways, now that I don't really feel anything for you anymore, I think we should just break up.
Whoa, wait. Hold on for just one single second here. I mean, where's this coming from all of a sudden? I thought you loved me and wanted to marry me. Don't you realize how hard it's going to be to find another boyfriend after me? And that's setting aside the question of you ever finding someone else who would want to marry you.
You know, you seem awfully hung up on my age. You seem to really think that after you turn 30, your life is just all downhill and there's no hope. That's why you didn't even care that you were canceling last minute on both of our families and your fiancé. You thought that I had no other choice but to deal with your actions. But if you think that treating me that way makes me want to be married to you at all, then you are dead wrong, Jerry.
So then you're actually truthfully saying that you want to break things off with me? I don't believe this. I mean, I just don't even know what to say right now. Does the fact that you're so old and will never be able to find another person who wants to marry you not upset you? You're engaged to someone younger than you, and you're just going to walk away from that?
That's right, I am walking away from you, and there is nothing you can do about it. I wanted to marry you because I thought that we would be able to treat each other with respect. But if you're going to act like you're doing me some big favor by marrying me, then I just don't want anything to do with you.
Oh man, you have seriously got to be kidding me right now. I can't believe that I'm being talked to this way by some old grandma right now. If this is really how you want to do this thing, then let's break up. But just know that since you're breaking off the engagement, I'm going to sue you for this. Are you ready to have to pay for acting like you're better than the young man who was ready to marry an old granny like you?
Excuse me? And just why in the world do you think that I would have to pay you anything at all, huh?
Well, it is like I just said in the last message that I sent to you. Since you are the one breaking off the engagement, you're the one liable to be sued by me. And since you're older than me, I'm sure that you make way more money than I do right now. I'm thinking of asking around $50,000.
Are you kidding me right now? You think that I am going to pay you that much money for breaking off our engagement?
Well, I'm a young man and you've been wasting my youth. Do you think that was going to be cheap? Not only that, but you were having me waste my youth on an over-the-hill granny like yourself. So you need to take responsibility for your actions and reimburse me for all the years of my life. That's why you should be lucky that I'm only asking for $50,000. But I won't take a cent less.
You really are crazy if you think that this is how our breakup is going to happen. If anything, I'll be the one suing you for that $50,000 you keep talking about. After all, I know that you've been cheating on me, and that's the real reason why I don't want to marry you anymore.
Excuse me? What did you just say? You really think that I've been having an affair behind your back? Are you serious right now?
Oh, please, don't try to lie to me or cover up your tracks now, Jerry. I've seen the truth with my own eyes. I saw you walking around town with your arm around some other woman's shoulders. In fact, the day I saw you was the day that our families were supposed to meet. You really are just the worst. Do you know that?
Wait, hold on just a second there. What do you mean you saw me? Where did you see me with this other woman?
Sorry, not that day our parents were supposed to meet, but the next day. I offered to take my parents out for a day on the town to make up for you not showing up. I drove past the hotel they were staying in and saw you and this other woman walk right in the building as if you were guests. I know it was you, and you had your arm around some young-looking thing with a big grin over your face. It was so obvious what was happening.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You really did have some nerve choosing to stay in the same hotel that my parents were. But thankfully, that meant that it was that much easier to get the photo evidence that I needed. Not only that, but after you went into the hotel and after I dropped off my parents, I went back home and went through your laptop.
Wait, what? Why on earth did you do that? What is the matter with you?
Well, I found your vacation plans for you and your little girlfriend. I also know that wasn't the first night you had stayed in that hotel. You didn't even go out drinking with your boss. It was just that you and this other woman stayed up late doing who knows what. You've been seeing her behind my back for a long, long time now, haven't you, Jerry?
Wait, no, Lisa, you got this all wrong, I swear. This really isn't what it looks like.
And just why would I listen to you after you've done nothing but put me down and make me feel like a burden? You were always using my age against me and making me feel like I had no other options in life than you. I should have known that I was being foolish, but then you had the nerve to cheat on me? Well, that was the last straw for me. I finally woke up to how you were treating me and knew that you and I were done. So anyways, keep an eye out for a letter from my lawyer. That should have all the information about the lawsuit that I'm about to serve you with.
Lisa, what is the meaning of this? Are you really going to try and sue me for $60,000? This is outrageous. What happened to the $50,000?
Well, this is the number that I came to after talking to my lawyer and my parents. In fact, my dad said that I should be suing you for 10 times the amount. He was so upset with you.
10 times that? That's just crazy talk. Come on, you can't seriously expect to get this much money from me. The most I could even pay you was something like $10,000 at the absolute maximum.
And just why do you think that I would settle for such a little sum, huh?
Oh, come on. You're already into your 30s, and you really didn't think that you were going to be cheated on? I'm sorry, but if you didn't see that coming, then that's on you. You're the one who ruined this whole thing by being so old and useless, so I really don't see why I should have to pay you at all. Like I said, you are the one that should have to pay for me calling off for our engagement, for a stupid reason like me sleeping around.
Jerry, you really do know how to run your mouth, do you know that? But the law is quite clear, and I am well within my rights to be suing you for that amount.
Oh, come on. There's no way that the law says that some old hag can sue a younger fiancé for that much money just for sleeping around. You do realize that this is going to blow up in your face, don't you?
Are you sure about that? If you really want to negotiate how much your affair should cost you, that is going to have to be between you and the judge, I think.
Lisa, come on, you can't do this to me. Don't you realize that I still have my whole life ahead of me? I'm not some old person like you who wasted their whole life studying and working. I was too busy enjoying my youth to have the kind of funds saved up to pay the amount that you're going to be asking for. You have to see how ridiculous all this is, right?
You seem to be so obsessed with your own youth that you really don't think you can do any wrong. Do you now realize that being youthful also comes with the chances to make all kinds of mistakes through your inexperience? But just because you're young doesn't mean that you won't receive any punishments for the mistakes that you make. Besides, you're not a child, you're an adult, and you should have known better. But don't worry, thankfully for you, you're still young. And that means that you'll have plenty of time to waste your life working to pay off all of the debt that you're going to go into to pay for these lawsuits.
Wait, no, Lisa, please. You can't do this to me. I don't have to settle down and find a real job yet. I was going to be young forever by marrying you. You were supposed to be the adult with the job and the money, and I was going to use it all to be young forever while you stayed at home like the grandma that you are. Don't you get that you ruined my life for doing this? Doesn't that upset you at all? You're just jealous because you just wasted your youth while I revel in mine. You can't do this to me.
In the end, my lawyer sent a letter explaining all of the details of my lawsuit against him for his affair while he and I were engaged. Jerry called me and begged and pleaded with me to stop this, but I told him that my old age must have made me quite stubborn because I had no intention of showing him any mercy. Jerry had to go deep into debt to afford all of the fees that he had to pay, not just to me, but to his lawyer as well. I also owned the house where Jerry and I were living, so he was forced to move out and find a place for himself to live in. Given all the debt he was in, he had no choice but to move into a tiny little apartment. He is still working the same job, but I heard he's also picked up some side gigs to work on the weekend just to make enough to get by. I would feel bad for putting Jerry in such a tough spot, but it's like I said to him, he has his whole life to be paying off his debts. As for me, I've put in my hard work, and I can't be wasting my life with foolish boys like him. Jerry may have his youth, but he's going to be spending it all paying for the mistake he made while cheating on me. Meanwhile, I've dedicated enough of my life to working and studying. I think I'm going to take the money I got from Jerry and go do things I've always wanted to try. After all, you only live once.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey there, Taylor. I wanted to ask you about my wedding dress. Have you given it any more thought? Which one do you think looks the best on me?
Huh? Dress? What do you mean?
Very funny, Taylor. You know what I'm talking about. We just went to try on wedding dresses the other day. Don't tell me you forgot. We're gonna have our meeting with the wedding planner tomorrow, so we need to have a dress picked out by then. I was taking a look at the pictures from that day and wanted to hear what you thought before I made my final choice. So, what do you think?
Oh, we have to make a choice now, huh? I thought we had more time.
No, we don't. Our wedding is next month. I was thinking about going with the more traditional looking one. The others look a bit too gaudy for me. Oh, but then again, you were saying you liked the mermaid one, right? Now that I think about it, I did look pretty cute in that one. What do you think, Taylor? Which dress do you want to see me walking down the aisle in?
I don't know. Whatever one you want is fine. I don't really care. I'm not all that interested in how you look in your wedding dress anyway.
Taylor, why are you being so negative about our wedding?
Look, I know you're super excited about everything. I get it. Women always get excited about their wedding, but could you go to that meeting with the planner tomorrow by yourself?
Taylor, what's gotten into you? I don't understand. First you tell me you aren't interested in my dress, and now you tell me I have to go meet with the planner by myself? Is something wrong, Taylor? Did I say something to hurt you? You've never talked to me like this before.
Good grief, do I have to spell it out for you, Alice? I'm telling you, I don't want to get married to you. So like I said, go to the meeting with the wedding planner tomorrow by yourself. Tell them that the wedding is off, unless you want to have a wedding party for just yourself, in which case, go right ahead, but I'm not paying for anything.
The wedding is off? I'm so confused. Why are you doing this, Taylor? If this is a joke, it's not funny. Are you saying that you don't want to have a wedding? Like, you just want to elope or something? We can do that if that's what you really want, but I wish you would have told me that sooner.
It's not just about the wedding. Didn't you see my text? I said I don't want to get married to you.
What are you saying, Taylor?
I thought I was speaking plain English. Let me try again. I do not want to get married to you. Let's break up right now. I thought about it and realized that there's another woman I want to marry more than you.
Another woman? Just what is that supposed to mean? And you want to call off our wedding now? Are you kidding me? The wedding is next month. You know that, right? We've already sent out invitations. We've made reservations, booked hotels, flights.
Yeah, and so what? That doesn't change a thing. There's someone out there who I like more than you, and there's nothing that you can do to change that. I'm breaking up with you so I can marry the woman I truly love. It's over between us, Alice.
I don't believe this. You told me that I looked beautiful while I was trying on those wedding dresses the other day. I saw the way you looked at me. Those were loving eyes. We've been talking forever about how excited we were about the wedding. We worked so hard planning it together. Are you telling me now that all of that was a lie and you never really wanted to marry me? What's going on, Taylor? Make it make sense.
I thought it was obvious that I was just saying that stuff to be polite. Like, really, Alice? How thick can you possibly be?
How can you talk like that to me after everything we've been through?
Oh, shut up. You want me to be really honest? The reason I said you looked good in those dresses was because I was imagining how good Mia would look in them. Don't you know the expression about putting lipstick on a pig? All the dresses and makeup in the world couldn't make you attractive.
Why are you bringing my little sister into this? I mean, sure, I can admit that most guys would say that she's prettier than me, but she has nothing to do with this. Leave her out of it, okay? This is only about you and me.
Oh, you think Mia isn't involved? You really are dense. Who do you think I want to get married to, Alice? It's Mia! Mia's the girl I want.
What? Wait, what? Taylor, you want to marry my little sister Mia?
I want Mia like I've never wanted any other woman in my life. She's the perfect woman. And what's more, she loves me back. I'm the luckiest man in the world. That's why I want to get rid of you as quickly as possible so I can finally be together with her.
Wait, she loves you back? Mia loves you back? No, please, Taylor, don't tell me the two of you have been seeing each other behind my back. Please tell me that this is all just a one-sided attraction. Please.
I don't doubt that you'd like me to tell you that, but it's the truth. We've been seeing each other for a long time now. As a matter of fact, would you like to take a guess at who's sitting next to me at this very moment, holding me tightly as I'm writing this?
Oh my God, no.
Looks like you guessed right. Man, to think you had a hottie like Mia for a sister. I can't believe you're even related. I remember the first time you took me to meet your parents, and I saw Mia sitting on the living room couch. She looked so gorgeous in that white spaghetti strap top she had on. I fell in love with her right then and there. And then when I told her how I felt and asked her out, she said yes without a moment's hesitation.
No, this can't be happening. You were seeing my sister while you were engaged to me? I can't handle this.
Hey, in my defense, I didn't think she was your sister at first. I thought she was maybe a cousin or a neighbor or something. You two look way too different to be sisters. I mean, what's up with your family? Seriously, there's no one else as ugly as you are. Your dad's handsome, your mom's pretty, and your little sister is a real hottie. Were you adopted or something? It wouldn't surprise me.
Well, excuse me for not hitting the genetic lottery, Taylor. When you proposed to me, I was so happy. I was happier than I ever thought I could be. My whole life, I'd been comparing myself to my sister, and I never thought there would be any man who would pick me over her. But you did, Taylor. You picked me. And now, you've betrayed me.
Yeah, if you're gonna get all emotional, do it later, okay? All that matters right now is we're breaking up and I'm marrying Mia. Got that? Make sure you cancel all our reservations tomorrow.
I hope you're proud of yourself, Mia. Thanks to you, my wedding is now off. You stole my fiancé. How could you do this to me? What is wrong with you? Uh-oh, looks like the cat's out of the bag. And don't get mad at me like that. Taylor's the one who came on to me so strongly. He kept begging me to go out with him, so I don't know, I said yes. You think this is funny, do you? Honestly, kinda, yeah. Oh, and just one more point in my defense, I didn't say yes at first. It's just that he was so persistent, I eventually broke down. He wanted me so bad, so I figured, why not? I'll give him a shot and see if he's any good. So, yeah, we started dating. And you didn't have any moral qualms about that? You know, you didn't think that maybe it was wrong to sleep with your sister's fiancé? Did you ever think of me or my feelings even once? Hey, like, come on, Alice. It's not like this is totally my fault. It's your fault for not being able to keep your man interested in you. If he was unfaithful, it's obviously because he wasn't getting everything he needed from you. You're a piece of work, Mia. You're telling me it's my fault he cheated on me? Yeah, duh, obviously. I mean, I don't see how a man could be with you and not cheat. Like, have you looked in the mirror lately? Excuse me? You're ugly. Your legs are short and stumpy, you're pudgy around the waist, and you've got an awful unibrow. How could you expect to keep a man being as ugly as you are? There's not a man in the world who would pick you over me. You're the worst, Mia. Not only do you not have the slightest bit of remorse for what you did to me, you're insulting me on top of that. Well, it's whatever. Go ahead and have Taylor. I don't need any man who would betray me like that. I wouldn't count on receiving many well wishes at your wedding, though. Mom and Dad are going to be furious when they find out about this. They're not going to give you 1 cent towards your wedding. I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. I think they'll be pretty happy, actually, once they hear that they're finally going to have their first grandchild. Grandchild? No. You're pregnant? I am indeed. Mom and Dad will probably be a little surprised at first, but remember, this is my baby we're talking about. Whether it's a boy or a girl, my baby's gonna be the cutest little angel they've ever seen. Other than me, of course. I think they'll come around and accept our relationship once they see their grandchild's adorable face. Just when I think you couldn't be any worse, not only have you stolen my fiancé, you're pregnant with his child. Yep. And guess what? That means you're gonna be an aunt. Be sure to buy us a good gift for our baby shower. You managed to get a pretty good job at a big company despite being ugly as sin, so you'll have no problem buying something high-end. Oh, and be sure to bring your wallet to our wedding, too.
Yo, Alice, you got our wedding invitation, right? We went out of our way to invite you, so you'd better come. Got it?
I'm afraid I won't be in attendance, Taylor.
Huh? Why not?
Why do you think, you moron? You've got some nerve sending me a wedding invitation after cheating on me like you did.
Oh, grow up, would you? Seriously, you're acting like a spoiled little brat. She's your family, Alice. This is your little sister's wedding. You're not gonna go to your only sister's wedding? What kind of cold-hearted, bitter, jealous person refuses to go to their own sister's wedding? I expected better from you, Alice. I'm really, really disappointed.
My sister? Who are you talking about? I don't have any sister. Were you maybe referring to that awful, vile, home-wrecking slut who stole my fiancé from me and even got knocked up by him for good measure? If that's the person you're referring to, then you're sadly mistaken. She's not my sister. Not anymore.
Oh, someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Or maybe it's just that time of the month. Be careful, Alice. You're already ugly enough when you're not angry. Imagine how ugly you look right now.
Excuse me?
Look, I get it. You're jealous of your sister because she's prettier than you. But no matter what you do or say, I'm not gonna get back together with you. So give up on me, okay? You can hate your sister all you want, but it's not gonna help you. Mia is the only girl in the world for me right now. And there's no woman, least of all you, who could take me away from her.
Get over yourself, you narcissistic lecher. I don't have any feelings left for you.
Sure you don't. Sure. Whatever you say. Tell you what, if it'll make you feel better, how about you and me getting together every once in a while for a little afternoon delight while Mia's pregnant?
What?
With Mia being pregnant and all, we just can't have as much fun as we usually do. Get it? She needs a break and I need an outlet, so what's the issue? It's not like you've got any other guys on the hook.
You really are the worst man I've ever met. I'm at a loss for words.
Hey, at least I'm not as bad as someone who's gonna skip her own sister's wedding. I don't want to hear any moralistic nonsense from someone who's having a hissy fit over something as trivial as breaking up with her boyfriend. You're her sister. You have a responsibility to be there for Mia on the happiest day of her life.
I thought I made it clear that I don't have a sister.
Huh?
Mia's been excommunicated by the family. She's not my sister, she's not my family, she isn't anything to me anymore. Were you not paying attention when I told you that earlier? There is absolutely nothing connecting the two of us anymore, so I'm not under any obligation to go to her wedding.
Wait, what did you mean just now? You said she was excommunicated by the family? What? I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, I don't imagine that would be a very pleasant topic for Mia to breach with you. She was so confident that Mom and Dad would be thrilled to hear about the good news, but they were actually enraged to a point I've never seen from them before. I totally understand why she would keep that a secret from her fiancé.
No way. You mean your parents don't support our marriage? But I don't get it. They're gonna have a grandchild. They should be thrilled. Isn't that every parent's dream, to meet their grandchildren?
Yeah, Mia seemed real confident and pleased with herself when she dropped that bomb on my parents, but her expression sank real fast when she saw how red-faced and angry they were. You should have heard my dad. He told her, "We are never going to give our blessing to your relationship. You stole your sister's fiancé and got pregnant with his child. You're no longer welcome in this house or in our lives. Get out now."
Oh, come on, really? They got that mad about us being together? Seriously, what is wrong with your parents? They've got to be out of their minds.
Would you mind elaborating on that?
What more needs to be said? They should be more aware than anyone else that they have one daughter who's gorgeous and one who's horrendously ugly. Did they really think any sane man would pick you over Mia? Not to mention they're just going to abandon their own grandchild. It makes zero sense for them to take your side. If they knew what was best for them, they'd kick your ugly face out of the house, not Mia.
Could you be a bit more creative with your insults? Hearing ugly, ugly, ugly every sentence is getting old. Besides, ugly or not, I'm still their child. Their real child. In what universe would someone prioritize an adopted child over their own biological child?
Huh? Adopted? Wait.
My parents raised Mia and loved her like she was their own. But their adopted daughter did the lowest, cruelest, and most hurtful thing possible to their real daughter. I don't see any other way this could have ended but with her getting shown the door. She didn't just betray me, she betrayed the parents who took her in out of love and compassion.
Hold on. Back up. You're dropping a really big bomb on me right now, and it's pretty hard to take in. So, Mia was adopted?
You said it yourself, Taylor. Looking at us, you'd never guess that we were sisters, and, well, there's a very good reason for that. We're not sisters, not biologically anyway. Mia isn't my parents' daughter. She was adopted.
Oh, okay, now I get it. I mean, what? She was adopted? I had no idea. She never told me.
Although she is technically related to us, but only barely. The truth is, Mia was the love child of one of my dad's relatives. That relative died in a sudden accident, and we only ever learned about Mia's existence after that. It sent the family into total chaos. Not only did they have to deal with the death of a relative, they had to deal with the aftermath of his infidelity. They had a long series of discussions about whether one of them would take her in or would they just put her in an orphanage. My dad's conscience wouldn't let them just throw her away like that, so he said that he would adopt her and raise her as his own.
No way! But Mia looks exactly like your parents. There's no way she was adopted. Both of your parents are attractive people. Your family clearly has good genes. The only one who looks out of place is you. You must be the one that's adopted.
Don't take my word for it. My relatives all say that I look just like my mom when she was younger. I'd say I look like my dad, too, if you ask me.
BS, you're lying.
Back when they were kids, both my mom and my dad were actually kind of short and chubby. They hit their growth spurts during puberty, and then everything kind of evened out.
Really? I find that kind of hard to believe.
Ever since they first took her in, my parents loved Mia just as much as they loved me. They didn't play favorites or anything. I never thought of Mia as anything but my beloved younger sister. But now, Mia betrayed me in the most viciously evil way I could think of. And not just me, in doing so, she also betrayed my parents in a big way. I'll never forget the tears in my mom's eyes when she looked at Mia and told her, "I will never call you my daughter ever again as long as I live." It was one of the most heartbreaking things I'd ever seen.
This can't be happening. I was so sure that your parents would support us being together. I thought they'd be ecstatic to learn that Mia was pregnant with their grandchild. I never thought things would turn out this way.
Speaking of that grandchild, my parents also were very clear that they never want to meet the baby or have any part in the baby's life. So, looks like you're gonna have to step up, Daddy. You had better work hard to get a promotion at work, because you're the only person in the world who Mia and the baby can count on to support them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and I know you already sent all your invitations out, so I hate to tell you this after the fact, but don't count on anyone in the family coming. And no, I'm not just talking about my parents. I mean my aunts, uncles, cousins, etc. Hope you can fill all the seats with your side of the family, or else it's gonna be a pretty empty venue.
This isn't fair. Why am I the one getting kicked out of the family? I'm prettier than you. I'm younger than you. I have everything they could want in a daughter. They should be kissing the ground I walk on for giving them a grandchild.
You really still don't get it? They did love you. They were proud of you. You were every bit their daughter as I was. And then you went and betrayed us all. How do you think that made them feel?
Shut up, Alice. If they really loved me, then they should see me as completely equal to you. But if they're kicking me out, not you, then what does that mean? It means they still see me as just a girl they adopted who they can throw away whenever they feel like it. Why would they stick up for you when they have a daughter like me? I don't get it. It's not fair.
Mia, you're pregnant, aren't you? You have a baby, a precious human life inside of you this very moment. I think it should be pretty easy for you to understand how my parents feel considering that.
What do you mean?
Mothers go through morning sickness, they gain weight, they practically offer up their bodies as human sacrifices to help their babies grow bigger and stronger. And finally, they go through indescribable pain to bring them into the world. Even if I'm not a knockout beauty like you, even if I haven't given them a grandchild like you, there's nothing in this world that could bring my parents to toss the child they gave life to into the garbage and replace me with someone else. Let me put it to you this way. If your baby is ugly, will you put them up for adoption?
Well, of course not. I could never do such a thing.
And there it is. Do you get it now? Seriously, how did you ever think you could get my parents to take your side against me? Seriously, Mia, you're such an idiot.
But it's still not fair. I'm the beautiful one. You could ask anyone in the entire world which of us is prettier, and they'd say it was me every single time. Our neighbors always told me how beautiful I was ever since I started living with you guys. Mom and Dad have every reason to take my side against you. I was sure that this was my chance to have them all to myself, to be their one and only true daughter.
Wait, what?
I was always superior to you in every single way, except for one. You were their real daughter and I wasn't. That's why I stole Taylor from you, to show them how superior I was. What kind of pathetic loser gets their fiancé stolen by their younger sister? They should be embarrassed to call you their daughter. I thought that once I showed them what you really were, they'd abandon you. Then I could be their one and only daughter, their real daughter, the one they really love.
Mia, is that really what this was all about? You were just trying to be my parents' favorite? You did all of this in hopes of getting me cut off from the family so you could have them all to yourself?
That's exactly why I did it. I had to do it. I had no other choice. If I could just get married before you did and give them a grandchild before you did, then I was sure to become their favorite daughter. Then they'd choose me, their adopted daughter, over you, their real daughter. And you wouldn't be their real daughter anymore. I would be their real daughter.
Oh no, you poor thing. You didn't need to do any of that. Mom and Dad always thought of you as their real daughter. It didn't matter that I was their biological daughter and you weren't. They loved us both just the same. I wasn't their number one. Both of us were.
You can't have two number ones. There can only be one number one, and it had to be me.
Mia.
That's why I worked so hard from the time I was a little girl to make everything about myself as perfect as possible. I had to be prettier, smarter, stronger, better in every way I possibly could be in order to prove myself to them. But you didn't deserve anything from them. The only reason they ever had to love you was the fact that you were their biological daughter. You weren't pretty. You weren't any of the things I was.
This is just sad, Mia.
I wanted to get you out of the house and out of my way as quickly as possible. All I wanted was to have their love all for myself. That's all I wanted. Was that so much to ask? But now look at what's happened. I don't get it. Why? Why, Alice? Why?
This all happened as a direct result of your actions, Mia. I understand it must have been difficult for you growing up as an adopted child alongside me, but Mom and Dad would never have wanted you to do something like this. All they wanted was for us to stay together as a family forever. I wish there was some way I could make you understand.
Shut up! I don't need your lectures. You don't know anything about Mom and Dad. I do. I had to know everything about them. I had to make them love me. I earned their love.
And you had it.
I never saw you as my sister. All you were was fat, ugly, stupid, dead weight. You don't deserve to be my sister. You let me steal your fiancé away from you. I won, you lost. It doesn't matter if Mom and Dad chose you over me. I still beat you, and nothing you do can ever change that.
You're right, Mia. You're completely right. I was betrayed by the person who I had loved for as long as I can remember as my little sister. You beat me. I'm a loser. But there are plenty of other men out there. The next time I give my heart to a man, he's not going to be a lying, cheating jerk. Parents, however, are in much shorter supply. And the only parents you've ever known just abandoned you. If I'm a loser, what does that make you?
Don't compare me to you. I am nothing like you.
Someday I'm sure you'll come to understand what a massive mistake you've made. You threw away something that you can never, ever get back, and when that reality sets in, well, you're gonna be in for a hard time. It's far too late for you to regret what you've done and make amends. Mom and Dad have already blocked your number. They never want to speak to you again.
No, they can't do that. I'm their daughter. It's never too late. I'll go and apologize to them once they've cooled their heads. It'll all be okay. It has to be okay.
Sorry, Mia, but some things can't be undone and some words can't be unsaid. I hope you and Taylor can find some semblance of happiness together. And remember, now Taylor and that baby are the only family you have in the world. I hope you treat your new family better than you treated your last one. Mia and Taylor had their wedding as scheduled, but just as I predicted, not one person Mia invited came. None of her friends and none of her now former family. And what's worse, not even Taylor's family and friends came to celebrate with them. Taylor knew this would happen when every single person RSVP'd saying they weren't gonna come. He tried to salvage it somehow by going directly to people and begging them to come, but it was no use. It seems none of them were interested in celebrating the wedding between a cheating man and a backstabbing sister. They ended up getting no presents from anyone and still having to foot the bill for the venue, dress, tuxedo, and reception all by themselves. The baby was born healthy and strong sometime after that, but just like with their wedding, they didn't get any gifts or even congratulations from any of their friends or family. So Taylor's now working double shifts at his job to work off the costs of their wedding and raising their baby, and Mia's left all day trying to figure out how to take care of a baby with no advice from her mother or other older relatives. She's now just a shadow of her old self, and all the beauty that she had once staked her pride on is a thing of the past. I only wish she could have learned her lesson before it was too late.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.